Alright. Let's see if everything's working. Where are my plushies? Down. Also, gotta wait for YouTube. Oh, YouTube's here. Alright. But where is my... Where are my plushies? Where did I put them? Alright, this is gonna be a little bit of a mixed stream. First I'm gonna talk about some Final Fantasy. Then I'm gonna keep coding. I wanna know where my tunes are though. My OBS just crashed and I think it reset a lot of stuff. That's not good. Yep. Looks like Tomorrow Angry is still working. That's good. Where's my... Where are my towers? I guess that one got deleted. Alright, that's not good. So I gotta re-add them. Give me a sec real quick. So I can do this. Alright, let's add them again. Let's check. Tarus. Where are my Tarus? They just got thrown out, right? Yep, they got thrown out. Okay. Taru army. Where is them? Why did you get thrown out? Was it this one? Yep. Well, that's a little bit big. We can fix that. Wait, that's not transparent. Hold on. Hold on. Guess I could probably have checked that before the stream, but... Oh well. Alright. Where's the transparent one? Oh, that one got removed. Is that a problem? Is that the problem? No, that's just the smaller version. Hold on. I'm just gonna mask it then. That doesn't work. Alright. Let's add a mask. Was it a filter? I think it was filter, right? Filter. Chroma key, yep. No, not green. Black. That didn't do nothing, I think. Oh. Doesn't matter, let's just leave it at that. I'm gonna fix it afterwards. Anyway. So, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy first. Let me whip out the good old notepad. Because I got a question on Discord and I want to answer that one. Actually, where's my notepad? Where's my notepad? They got deleted as well, dude. That crash was annoying. Alright, Where is it? Nope, don't want to show that. I want to show my notepad. All right. Make it a little bit smaller. We had a question from one of our users on Discord about how they would approach, and this is the current setup they have. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. This is the current setup they have. It's 6 tunes. We have a warrior, corsair, ranger, dragoon on the first tune, and paladin, rune fencer on the second one. Corsair, warrior, red mage with moderate gear or low gear, I'll call it. Then we have a tune 4 with white mage scholar, only 2 jobs. Tune 5 bard, and 2 and 6 geo. Alright. So first, let me do that. First what I notice is tune with only a geo or geo, how do you want to call it? It's kind of a waste. Because Geomancer is only going to be used when you don't really PTP, because if you VTP normally an additional damage dealer is better. So right off the bat what I'm thinking is get a white mage here. Let's put it like that. Suggestions, I think. Something's not right. Suggestion, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And right here I would do a geo, and also because of the whole sortie thing, because at some point he said he want to do sortie, so he's gonna get a lot of points, and you don't want to spend points on geo or white mage, so you want to get a shit, we have ads, stop it. Well, doesn't matter. On the WOD you won't get ads, so that's fine. Let's keep going. So I would also get a DD here to spend Galley on later on. That could be a warrior, probably the easiest one. I mean, if you're gearing up at all, the easiest way to go, or the path of the least resistance for damage dealer, is definitely warrior, because it's the easiest to gear up. Then bard is fine. Bard is bard. Bard is always going to be bard. That's how it is. And then the second thing which I notice is same here actually. Get a DD job. Because you don't want to spend, unless you want to go for staff or scholar, then it's fine. But I wouldn't do white mage because you lose the ability to wake up. So I wouldn't go for that. And that's basically the first 2 tunes, or 3. Then it gets a bit trickier. I mean, those are pretty set for me. You want to have 2 white mages anyway, so you can switch and match. And you don't want to have like the same DD here and here, so you can like match and switch with white mage DD, or depending if you need a geomancer or not. So now it gets a little bit tricky. He said that he also wants to do dynamics and stuff. So well, if you have no attachment to any of the tunes, and it doesn't matter which one is the main tune, I would say definitely have a paladin on the main tune. So I would make this one your main, because it's paladin rune. Well, main in the sense that you're going to be playing it most of the time. Not that it's like emotional attachment or anything. So the Corsair, now we're going to decide which tune is going to be the Corsair, because the Corsair is going to be locked. And the Corsair is going to be Corsair all the time. This is basically a career Corsair, so you need one Corsair all the time anyway, so might as well do it your career Corsair. So either you're going to do, I'm going to mark it like choose core. Hey Nocto, what's up? How you doing? Let the rats flow. I'm just answering some community questions right now. After that, I'm gonna work a little bit on the game. So the question was, the guy who submitted it to me had this setup and wanted to know what he wants to do. He wants to do dynamics and also sortie later on. So this is my first suggestion, which is pretty clear to me. And then, as I said, choose a Corsair. I would only do one Corsair. At least one who is always a Corsair, because you're never going to switch it. So if you say this is going to be your main tune which you're playing a lot, so I would do another DD on here, so you can go DD in case you don't need a tank. And after that, it's just about, I mean, you have a Dragoon here. If he is really good geared, I would like consider this your Dragoon and go with this one as Corsair. And then it's just a question if you want a Red Mage or not. So you could basically go without a Red Mage. That's totally fine. You can do that. It helps though in some situation to have a Red Mage. So, I mean, it depends. Dragoon is also pretty easily geared. I mean, if you have decent gear here, I would make this one your Red Mage. Go with the Corsair on top. And have some, because the other jobs on the Corsair, I'm sorry to say, they're pretty much going to be useless. Because you're always going to be Corsair. Unless some very specific setups where you don't want a Corsair, which is rare. Maybe Magic Burst setup, something like that. Even then, you probably want a Corsair. But, so if you're Paladin, your tank, you run DD on this one. I'm going to make it on top because this is triggering my OCD not being on top. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Paladin Rune, that's fine. You're Paladin. I have my Paladin's gear swaps also in the Discord. You could check them out, what gear I'm rocking. And have the Corsair, do the Red Mage, have damage dealer here, damage dealer White Mage, and the Bard. So to simplify it, what I'm looking for in any situation, basically, and I'm gonna tell you why in a sec. And this basically applies to me most of the time because of what I'm doing. So basically, let me clear that up. Basically what you're looking for is tank 1. You want to have a second tank just because you want to have enough tank at some point. Some shield bosses are really good when you have enough tank. Also depends a bit on where your damage shielders are spread out. You want a White Mage. You want a second White Mage. Second White Mage is gonna have the Geo. You have a Bard. You have a Corsair. And this White Mage is gonna be Red Mage as well. Actually, it doesn't have to be. Could be also on the DD. That's not... Actually, I would... No, let's test that. I would do it like that. You have a tank. Tank has a DD. I mean, almost everyone has a DD except Bard and Corsair. Red Mage, not really needed, but it helps if you want to have a DD. And low man stuff, you don't need Red Mage. Red Mage is always nice to have though. You want a DD? Corsair. And yes. And the reasoning behind that is, and this probably should be tank 1 and tank 2. I mean, it's nice if you have both Rune Fencer and Paladin, but you want like one Paladin and one Rune Fencer for sure. The reasoning behind that is why everyone has a damage dealer job. I already discussed up here, because you want to spend Galima free. And spending Galima free on your healer is probably not going to be a good thing, because you lose the ability to sleep. So you want any weapons, just some of them are just probably not going to be played. But the thing is, for for like, if you go dynamis, this is maximal flexibility for me. Like if you go dynamis, you want to go tank, core, bard, red mage, white mage, DD. And this covers that. Then if you go sortie, that's that, like dynamis. If you go sortie, you go tank, core, bard, red mage. Well, actually, let's say rune, because you don't want to put it in there. Rune or dragoon. Dragoon. Rune or damage dealer, because you can run with a damage dealer, you don't need a tank. And white mage and DD. And third of all, that's what you have to think about in the future as well. If you want to do Aminon, you need a paladin. You need a Geo. That's one of the rare occasions I still use Geo. And you need a DD, which is optimally a Dancer or a Dark Knight. You want Bard, Corsair, Red Mage. And what am I missing? Yeah, that's it. So basically, you have to check out that this down here, I mean, it's way down the line. I get it. But it's just to prepare on what you need for that, right? That's why you have one tank with white mage, so you can switch them off. And you have the Geo with the other white mage, because if you have the Geo here, you can go with that tank in Aminon. Or at some point, if you want to use the Geo in another fight, there's always other fights which use a Geo because you don't want to deal too much TP. You always have a white mage to back it up, right? And then you have a tank or a DD depending on what you need. So yeah, that's basically it. That's my reasoning on how I would build up jobs and how I would build up a multi-boxing setup. It's not that many tunes, to be honest. And most of them are pretty easy geared. If you want to go with really fast gearing, I would make warriors of the DD, because it's pretty much the fastest job to gear. And or dragoons. Dragoons are also really good, and also when you get a prime, dragoons are freaking amazing. So I would go for that. White mage, you can grab quick Shatsita gear, which is easy, and so that's fine. And yeah, I hope that answers your question. That's pretty much it. Either way, if you have any questions or other members of our community have questions, just ask them. That's what we're here for. That's what the community is here for. To learn and do stuff. All right. Let's do games. No, we don't want that. We want that. We want this one. So I'm currently still working on Shadows. And it's a real headache in Godot, to be honest. But I think I might have a good solution now, which I still need to implement it. And an awesome chicken, which my wife drew. I love it. Either way, at the moment, the lighting looks like this. Oh, if it's not crashing, never mind. We basically have a day-night cycle implemented, but what I want to do is add some shadows to the player itself and also to the chicken, for example. And that's not so easy to do as I hoped it would be. But day-night cycle is starting to look pretty good. I mean, of course, it's sped up like crazy. But so what we have to do, basically, you can use the engine to draw lights, but they're just either gonna be infinite. You're just gonna have a huge shadow, and they're not gonna mimic whatever the player's doing. So the chicken is awesome, isn't it? my wife's currently working on the other states, so the chicken is gonna walk around. You will be able to hit it, and it's gonna flee. Gonna be pretty amazing. So what I need to do, basically we're gonna do a little trick. We're gonna basically clone the player and draw it as black shape right under it. So we simulate kind of a shadow, and after that we need to hook it up to the sun basically, so it like mimics the sun, because we have a sun path here, which is pathing. So you basically need to mimic the sun. Alright, and I had some help, googled some shit, and I found a nice little project which actually does what I think it should do. So let's see. And I want to do it, of course, as generic as possible, so I can slap shadows at anyone and anyone. First of all, we need to create a new node. Yeah, Nocto, chicken. I love it too. It's pretty awesome. Make an emoji. Where's the Gino? What was it called again? Maru. Was it Maru A1? Was it that? No, it was not. Oh. Good. Didn't forget. Ugh. Let's try again. No. Can't even know my own emojis. Hell. Oh, it's Maru R. Alright. I'm officially an idiot. It's fine. It's fine. So, we need a node. I think we should need a light node. No, we don't need a light node. We just need a node, I think. Now we gotta call it shadow. I'm gonna... Oh, actually it's gonna be... No, actually I'm gonna do a shadow here. Actually I'm gonna spawn it dynamically afterwards, because I don't want to add it to everything. I'm gonna attach some code to it. Well, actually not in player. Gonna be global. Where's my shadow? Code shadow. Yes. Alright, and we need the... Gonna basically copy some code, and then we're gonna change it around. So let's see if that works out off the bat. I don't think it does. Nope. Well, that one fails. Alright, fair enough. We have a player. I have a sprite though. Let's put it there. That should work. Like that. Because it's gonna be on the animated sprite. Or the sprite itself. It's actually gonna be on the sprite. So let's add a sprite node. Doesn't really matter because I haven't animated it yet. So what we are doing, that should do it, right? We need to add some texture to that because this is not gonna make sense. Let's just add some random texture. Ooh, let's just, whatever, doesn't matter. Oops, that's a bit big. That is big, holy. Alright, that's actually really good because I want to take into account the scale. Let's see if that's working. Yep. So we have a shadow. We just need to draw it under it. And then we need to scale it and I guess, adjust the color a little bit, depending on how dark it is. Do we have to do that? Well, yeah, I mean, if it's more against noon, the sun goes up, the shadow should be lighter. Okay, fair enough. And I have the position, but I'm not sure the position is right. No, the position is not right. We need to basically move it down by its size. Alright. Let's try this. That didn't do shit. Does it actually? I think about that. Alright, let's print it out real quick. See if that happens, or if anything has happened really. Well, now the shadows all over the place. Okay, so let's see. We have 360, which is the initial position. Oh, that's the texture height. Ooh, I need to scale it. Well, I actually do scale it, so that's fine. Let's just print that out. We have 0. Why is position 0? Where do we place this? Oh, we place it on 0 position of the sprite. Okay, fair enough. So that means I just have to adapt it to the height. That should make sense. This is minus... Wait, hold on. This is X or Y? It's... I think it's X. Should be X, right? I think it should be X. And it's not minus, it's positive. It's plus. Oh, I'm already doing X. Okay, that's stupid. Get height. Is it? Yeah, it's height. Alright. Why doesn't do it anything? Right position. I might have to do that in the process. Well, no, that was the wrong one. Enthrallor, exactly, Nocto. So I offset it, but I offset it towards the right, I think. So that was not X. So 72 is the scale. Wait, hold on. Scale with sun. Oh, that's a different thing. I have to do that afterwards. Let's just comment that one on. So position should be... Is it Y? Yeah, it is, but it's far not enough. Why is it not enough? Or is it scaling afterwards? I think I might not have to multiply with scale. Because it might be scaling after the processing. Enthrallor? No, it's N-chicken. N-chicken. Nothing wrong with that. N-chicken. So... Chicken lore, yeah. So, okay, why is it not doing what I want? I think I should just be able to do this one. And chicken lore, you're intrigued? Yep, you should be. More chickens indeed. We need like I want like a field of chickens where you can just go in and slap some chickens and they're all gonna be like spreading out everywhere. It's gonna be Insane. Awesome. Okay, that's not working. Wait, what's it doing? It's doing something weird. It would be nice if like the rats could raid the chickens. Like a raid. And the chickens fight the rats. And whoever survives like gains territory. And there's only rats. And they will only spawn rats for one night. Or one day cycle. That would be funny. That would be fun. So let's think about it. Position, I think we need to do this. Okay, let's just put it at 200, 200. Fair enough. But why is it? Why? Actually, I should put it at 0, 0 because it's the player himself. Actually, look, let's do it with the real logo. I want to see how it looks. Else doesn't make sense. Let's put in the other texture. Let's put in the right one so we know which one is which. Okay, that's fine. That's a little bit small. That's a little bit big. Alright, that's good. So, that's fine. That is good. Oh, I started the wrong one. Alright, so my shadow's all over the place. Why is my shadow all over the place? I think I have to take global position, else it doesn't make sense, does it? Well, actually it should. Global position, sprite position. The position is actually already been done. Oh. Alright. Main sprite. Okay, now I see what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. This should be it, basically. And we need X to be X. This should work. And it's not working. At least it's mimicking it. That's already good. That is good. But why is it? Why? Right, well, it's not global. Why is it global position? It shouldn't be global because it's child of that one, so... Now we're talking. This is looking good, except that when I turn, it should always stay down. You should not turn with me. That's gonna be tricky to implement, dude. Because we rotate. So basically, now it should be there, right? And like this, it should be... Where should it be? Down there? That's correct. That's not correct. Why is it moving? Hold on, something's very weird. Why is it moving down like that or left like that? Something is very wrong here. Let's check that right quick. Where's my mocking state? The player is moving weird. It's gonna be Macchiofied when the player's like fucked up with mushrooms and you cannot move around anymore. Like status inverse and shit. That's gonna be fun, but not now. I don't want it now. Left, right, up, down. That should be right? Direction. No, I don't see why it's not moving. Is it because of what I just implemented? No. Dude, why is it moving? I'm just pressing the left button and it's moving diagonally down. Which is weird AF. Oh, also when I okay, something's, did I keybind it weird? Let's check keybinds real quick. So left, right, up, down. Looks good. Left, right, up, down. That looks okay. Maybe did I keybind them? Weird. I'm saving settings now, so. Oh yeah, there's the problem. That's us. Well, we tested that our keybinding works. So that's a plus. I need to change the size of the buttons here. So many things to do, but I think I should focus on the important one. Okay, now it's not working anymore. That's broken as well. Cool. Alright, now it's working as intended. Perfect. And the shadow's still not working, so shadow should basically ignore the rotation. Does that make sense? Imaru's angry, we have ads. Alright. Let's wait real quick. And let's think about that. Does that make sense? Like if we have a punching animation? No, that doesn't make sense. That's gonna be hard as shit, man. Because either way, if I turn around, that's gonna be weird. I need it not to rotate. Well, now it's not in the right direction. Now I need to take that one. The mother's still angry. It's global. Okay, now it's working as intended. But it's still not gonna be correct, right? I need to adjust the scale. So I need to add the scale. Sprite scale equals main sprite scale. Okay, Limar is gone. Limar is not angry anymore. Alright, that already looks good. The problem is if I have a moving animation, and I'm gonna try it on a chicken. Because if I have a moving animation, that might look weird. Actually, let's try it with a chicken. Can I try it with a chicken? And is it a good idea to make the shadows in front or the sun? The sun coming from where we are. What's the better? I think it's better from where we are because the shadows are always going to be behind the... I don't want all the shadows moving in front, right? Because that's gonna skew up the picture. It's gonna screw up the picture a lot because you're always gonna see shadows. And I don't want that. Shadows should be behind. That way they're also like hidden. A little bit at least. I think that's better. Although I always imagine the sun being up here. But I think the sun should be down here. Which makes more sense. I think. Alright, let's check. So it doesn't have to be... Actually, the position has to be the same as we are now. And we have to skew the shadow depending on the sun. And also I want to scale it a bit depending on the sun. So we should actually put it on the same position. Oh, what's happening now? Okay, something's wrong. Oh, I scaled it. Okay, never mind, I scaled it. But it has to be behind the layer, so shadows should take a little bit less ordering. Or at least there should be on the base. I think it's gonna be behind. Yeah, so it's not really... Because I scaled it, I need to adjust the position to the scale, I guess. So whenever I scale it, I'm not sure if that works if I just multiply it by the scale. No, it shouldn't work. We need to offset it by the scale, by the difference. Actually, I can get the texture height after the scale. And then I think that's not going to be correct, but let's see what happens. Actually, it's not main sprite. Yeah, it's that one. All right. That's more or less. No, it's not. It's far too high. It should be in the middle, right? It should be. Shadow should be like right here, so it should be minus. Let's see if that works. If you scale it to 2, it's probably gonna break. Actually, they're not. Well, a little bit. That's how the shadow should be, right? It should be engulfed. So, how I'm gonna do this? That's a good question. If I can, let's see if I can set it to... No, I cannot. So if I take the scale back... Let's see what happens. Yeah, it breaks. So I cannot... I need to multiply by the scale. Although the height should be... Yeah, I need to multiply it by a scale. So at 0 it should be at position 0. Yeah, it's now exactly behind it. At 1. Well, yeah, multiply by scale makes sense. Well, it's too high though. Let's put it to 2. Actually, let's export it so we can play around with it. See how we... it reacts. Export. Scale. All right. What's your problem? Oh. All right, shadow scale. Shadow scale. Because now we can just play around with it at runtime. All right, now it's at 1. Now it's at 1. There's some offset missing. There's twice the number of the height missing. Like 1, 2, 1 through 3. Or wait, hold on. Maybe that's the problem. Do I even need to adjust the position? Yeah, I do. So basically it's scale with sun times height, and I would add minus, like plus. But not the scaled height, but the initial height. I don't know how that makes sense, but okay, that didn't work. Now it's centered basically. Yeah, now it's growing upward and downward. This is not so good. Is not so good. So what are we doing wrong? Still 1. Does it have to be +1? No. I actually also need to scale that one. Scale the X as well. The width. But it should be... Should it be the same? I think it should not be the same. Let's think about that. Actually it gets longer, and when the sun's starting to set, X is gonna start scaling. Yeah, they should both scale, but one after each other. If the sun is directly above the target, it should not scale at all. So that's gonna be tricky. This is not going to be easy, but we have to do it. Let's do it. Make both scale. Let's see what happens. Alright, it did not scale. I'm an idiot. Alright. Although it will never be bigger, it will always be smaller, so it will definitely be minus on the x-axis. So it's gonna be like a small shadow, like when it goes to the right. It'd be like starting really small and just be like, basically be when it's down here, it's basically just a line. That's how I think about it. But I still need to figure out the deal with that later. Why is it offsetting? That is confusing. All right, let's check the offsets here. Should be offset is 0, 0. Okay, which is basically up here. I'm wondering if I should put the offset down. Like I think it's 48 to 44, 48. Actually, the offset was in the middle. Yep. All right, so let's think about it and make a function. Actually, when I scale it 3, should subscribe the height, right? Let's just try it like this. See what happens. The question is that the scaled height or is that the actual height? That is the question. Because that might be... This looks correct. That's correct. Why is it correct? Why? Is it correct for the other ones as well? Let's check. No, it's not. So it's always half the height. Ah, I see. It's half the height times the scale. So height, that might be correct because the point is gonna be in the middle. Oops, that was the wrong one. That looks very correct. Nice. Get along as shadow. I don't like that, but that's not gonna happen. I mean, there should... Let's see what happens. I mean, I should have a walking animation, so it should mimic my animation, should look better than that. I need to see which direction I'm facing. Depending where I need to change the... Alright, let's give me a chicken texture real quick. Because I want to try to be a chicken right now. I want to have an animated texture. Let's go. Yes, let's make a chicken. Where is the chicken? Good question. It's under monsters, I think. Chicken sheet. Yep. Then we need an animation player to play it. Actually never done it with a sprite 2D. Let's see how that looks. That should be... Yep. But it's mimicking it nicely, so... That's already looking good. Eat the chickens. Awesome chickens. Alright, now we need an... Oh yeah, we actually have an animation player. What is this one doing? Oh, it's scaling, okay. So... We need a new one. Walk. Oh, let's just call it left. Or walk? No, let's call it walk left. Walk left. I actually need to check it out how to do it because I have no idea. Right. Animate, sprite, texture. Oh, actually I could look at the other project. He did it. It's just putting the frames basically. 3, 1. Right 2D is 8 frames. Alright, he did the frames. Frame 3. Frame coordinates. Alright, let's check. Let's try to do this as well. So, hold on. Why don't we have... I'm the sprite. I'm an idiot. So frames. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 frames. Frame chords, does that match what I want? I don't know. That's fine, actually. Don't think we need this. Let's see what happens. Well, now we have 1 frame. Hey, it's awesome. Yeah, it's still spinning because I haven't defined what happens when I like go left or right. It's basically just inversing it. And up and down. Well, it doesn't have up and down yet. My wife's still working on up and down, but... And I need to play the frames. So, I want to have it animated so I can see what the shadow is doing. So, what did he do there? He's doing frame, and he's putting 1, 0, 1, 2. Ah, it's basically getting every frame. Okay, fair enough. That's idle. Alright. Ah, and then he can... Okay, I get it. Let's just also put... Let's just rename this to idle. Property track, sprite. Frame. So we need... I don't know what it's gonna do now. Oh no, 8 frames, that's not good. I want just frames. Let's see. Do I have to keyframes here? Not sure. Alright, let's frame... That frame 0. That is frame 1. That is frame 2. Actually, I fucked up, I think. Why can't I see it? Oh, dude, that's like... Can I zoom this? Oh, okay. Alright, this is 0. 0.1 is gonna be 1. 0.2 is gonna be 2. 0.3 gonna be 4. 0.4 gonna be 5. Oh, 5. And 0.5 is going to be 6. Alright, let's check it. Alright, it's far too long. And I need to loop it. Autoplay unload, yep. I want to make it smaller. It's 0.5. 0.6. All right. How do I set it to loop? Let's see if it's looping or not. It's actually not. But the shadow was also doing a thing, so that's fine. Shouldn't flip the shadow anymore because I'm doing the inverse shadow. So where's the flippage? There's the flippage. And I want to autoplay it. Why is it not? There. All right. Well, that's cool. Shadow is doing a thing. It's far too big. Yeah. I just wanted to see if it's actually doing it. That's fine. So it's actually doing it, which is cool. Yes, there is chickens. Or the sun is like really far away. That would also create a large chicken shadow like that. So the scale is far too big. I put the scale, what is it now? Where's the scale? Yeah, it's at 3 now. It should be a 1. Which is still too big. It's still, why is it so bright? Okay. Should go to the feet though. I need to define where the feet are because the feet are not necessarily gonna be at the bottom of the frame. Let's check it real quick where this is. Because yeah, it's basically putting the shadow here in the middle, which is not good. Because the sprite is bigger than the feed. So I need to define the ground in order to do that. So that's probably gonna be a bit higher. All right, go back to our script. I'll just feed. Stinky feed. All right. Actually, be right back. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna wait till next ads come. Then I'm gonna be right back. Getting something to drink. I'm thirsty. Thirsty. All right. Yep. Next ads. All right. That's gonna be feet, and I need to subtract the feet. Actually, I need to add it. Define where shadow is located. After that, I need to do it on a house. I need to build a little house and see how the shadows are there. So I get them to work right as well. Because this is very important that I have this shadow system that works and that is generic, which I can apply anywhere without a lot of overhead. And it's not so straightforward as I would like it. For top-down a game at least. Alright, so chicken feet. Did it change anything? Oh, hold on, I didn't define any feet. So let's say the feet are like at 20. Oop, that's too big. A little bit, 12. That looks good. Still far too big, but it's starting to look awesome. Of course, it's not gonna do this. The chicken is not gonna walk on the head It's gonna, actually I need to flip it when I walk the other way. So this animation will be flipped. How do I do this? I just need to flip the sprite, I think. All right, let's see. And that we can define this. If the direction, when would I flip it? The direction, wait, hold on. Let's print direction real quick. Was it not? Oh, it's 1-0. Okay. It's gonna be useless afterwards, but I'm gonna put it real quick. So if direction equals, hold on, that's not right. Vector 2, 1, 0. Then flip the chicken. Flip the chicken. Which one am I flipping? That's a good question. This one. Alright. Flip vertical. Flip vertical. True. Hold on. Is it vertical? Should be. Mixed use of tab spaces. Okay, what's your problem here? What is your problem? All right. Let's see. That was a wrong flippage. A wrong flippage. Now we are exactly the inverse. And funny enough, is not. Oh, we have ads. We have ads. So be right back. Getting something to drink. Be right back. Right. We still have ads, but we have something to drink. Alright, ads are gone. So alright, chick is doing the thing.
Actually, I need to flip it. I'm not sure if I need to flip it back. Well, that doesn't work, that's for sure. It's fine, but this should work. So let's just test it because I need to set it up for later. I need to flip it back. I need to check it out. I think there's a better way to do this than in code. I think there was some map you could draw in order to do this. But alright, that was, hold on. So that's -1, 1. -1 is correct actually. 1 is not. -1. I think it should be like that. Let's check. No, actually, now it's not doing any flippage. At least it's not doing so. The vertical is correct. No, the horizontal is correct. The vertical is not right. So maybe this. No, okay, that was the wrong one. So it was the inverse. So I think that one. No, it's just inverse. Alright. What is inverse? Hold on. Hold on, which one was correct? Left or right? Where's my game? Start the game. The left is not correct. Right, left. Both of them are not. Check what happens. Okay, that's correct. No, the other one is not correct. I might have to switch it. Wait, does that make sense? How does that make sense? It does make sense. I don't know why, but... And this sprite is not switching, so I have to copy the flip property. So sprite flip h equal main sprite flip h. Same for vertical equal main sprite flip vertical. Why? That works. That is pretty cool. That doesn't work. That's not so cool. Why is it flipping? I think I shouldn't flip the one of them because one of them is flipping the shadow. Shadow one. You don't want to flip the shadow. Yep, that was the wrong one. So, why is it not flipping? Why is it not flipping back? Something's weird. I'm probably a dumbass and have something mixed up. Yeah, it's not flipping to the other direction on -1. Might be on the node itself. All right, let's check. Flip horizontal. That should be the right one. So flip horizontal on that one. Should be not always be true. Shouldn't it? See what happens. We do this. All right. Can't I do this differently? I think it's just a problem with because I rotate. Play shouldn't rotate. It should. The node, the player node shouldn't rotate. Rotate. I think that's the problem, and not flipping. Problem is that a node is rotating, and yep, we don't want to look where we run. We don't want that. Yeah, because we're just gonna do this with animations. All right, that's better. All right, so flipping is still wrong though. One of them should be false. Yep. Nice. That works. Alright, let's see if I can scale it. Without it being weird. Yeah, it's not taking the scale into account. So we also gotta multiply the feeds with the scale. All right. This should do it. Nope. This did not do it. Dude, what's this? Hold on. Didn't know that syntax existed. That's basically square, I guess. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. So let's see if this works as well. Perfect. Now we're getting somewhere. Because the shadow is probably gonna be 0 too. This looks already pretty good. Then we need to distort the shadow. Now we need to start taking into account the sun's position. And like make it a little bit less black, I guess. Do I color it somewhere actually? And afterwards I need to like also do a gradient of the colors so they're not like, actually that doesn't work. I'm not sure if I can do a gradient. I should be able to. And should be like a little bit more gray. More transparent. Grayish. Alright, this looks pretty good already. Is it drawing it on top of it? No, it's not. This needs to be fixed, I guess. do H sword. That one. I'm not sure if I can H sword. Oh, we can figure out that later. Not many instances anyway where I run into that. Anyway, let's just do the shadows distortion. Also, no, I shouldn't offset it. It's always gonna be at my feet, so I just need to scale it depending on where the sun is. Alright, let's try to make it follow the cursor. Let's see. Get mouse positions, mouse coordinates. All right. Where's the mouse position? Get viewport, get mouse position. All right. Mouse equals. So now we need to scale it currently. That's gonna be interesting. I need the distance between the 2 points from me. All right. Distance between light and object. And that's gonna be mouse position. We already got that. Distance is gonna be bright. Actually, should it be main sprite? I guess main sprite and global position minus mouse. All right, and then gonna be tricky. I'm not sure if we should do an angle or not. I think we can scale with a vector. So a vector. Let's just do this normalized. And let's see if we can actually just scale with that one. Let's just check it. That's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Go override type float. True. But it should also be a vector. Because scale should be a vector. All right. Yep, that's not correct. Vector 2D. 2. And yes, you should be Y. Y. All right, and we should put that into a variable. Oh, doesn't matter. All right. That's actually pretty good. So it's already taking the distance. So if I do this, that looks pretty good. I still need to skew it towards the Y. It's actually inverse scale, but it doesn't matter. Because I could just simulate the sun to do this. Yep. So we have the Y scale. We need to scale with X as well. Let's see what happens if we just do this. Probably gonna be wrong. Why is it flipping? I probably need absolute values. Do, 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 do. Let's just print the distance. Yeah, it's 0. I should normalize it. But it's not skewing it. I don't know. Well, now it is. Alright, let's normalize it. Let's Google that because I have no idea how to do it. Absolute vector math. All right, absolute. There's no absolute. We have length. Abs, all right. Yes, sir. Abs it is. We have abs. We have abs. We have abs. All right, perfect. It's queuing, alright, but would have thought that is why is it not getting small anymore? That's interesting. So so it's queuing them to this direction. Trying to figure out what's going on. Alright, let's think about it. So basically up here we have a Y scale of almost 1. So 1 is the biggest scale we're gonna get, which is fine, I guess. I mean, we could not normalize it. Let's do that and see what happens. Holy shit. All right. Right, it's big. It's big. It is big. But now we can skew. But it's still not. A rotation is missing, I think. Because the skewing is not exactly what I want. I need to read that up. This is basically too much. Let's leave it normalized for now. Might have to resort to shaders to do that. Let's check. Alright. Do another test shader. Skew. Dude, that was the wrong. Alright. So, let's add a material. Let's see what happens. How much do we skew? 1. Let's just not move with the mouse real quick so we can check out what the skewing is doing. Oh, actually the skewing should be on the other sprite. So it won't do anything on this one. Try to assign it. Let's not do this. Alright, let's check. Alright guys, I'm gonna go off stream here. Have a nice evening. I hope you had an interesting watch and it was fun for you. Gonna stream that more often, I guess, because I really like it. Doing my own game. If you want more information, you get everything on Discord. Of course, I'm still gonna stream some Final Fantasy now and then. For sure. So, have a nice evening or a nice day, depending where you are. And enjoy. See you again, I hope. Bye bye.